air coming from frac-sand facilities. All right.
The DNR, it has the ability to do so, but for 90% of the frac-sand facilities, they've waived that. The company will come forward and say, this is how we're going to control sand particles. We have a good bag house. This is our fugitive dust control plan. We're going to wet down the piles. And DNR essentially says, great, don't need to monitor. Obviously very critical of that. And also they're measuring the big particle sizes that are not as dangerous as the PM 2.5.
And the EPA has more jurisdiction.
Yes, the DNR is required to implement EPA standards under the Clean Air Act, but the DNR has latitude about how they implement that. In addition, the PM10 levels, the larger fractions, are at the limit set by the World Health Organization in the state of California. So again, the industry reported data for both 2.5 and 10 are near or very close to the level set by the EPA. That's why we're concerned, why we believe we have to have monitoring. Yeah, so just very quickly, we talked about air mod. This is how the DNR says. They take you want to process 20 tons a day. That will generate 1 pound a day of PM10. And then what pollution control equipment is part of your decision, and then monitoring is required, but as the gentleman asked, it's often waived. Fugitive dust control plan, this is how we're going to suppress dust, but that's not counted in the model. And as you saw, when we use the DNR approach, we get rosy pictures of of yellow and green, and we include all this, we get much higher levels, and we believe they should be included in the modeling and in the monitoring.
So our hypothesis is that with the data collected by our EPA certified instruments and our survey instruments, that data will continue to reflect concerns associated with airborne PM 2.5 levels. This is a photograph of our Bloomer, Wisconsin monitoring facility. In the background, that's about a kilometer away from our sampling site, is the
Chippewa Sands.
Chippewa Sands facility, and direct reading levels of PM 2.5 at EOG, Superior Silica Sands, Fairmount Mine, and High Crush were 1.7 to 22 micrograms per cubic meter higher than the concurrent DNR regional levels, and often higher than the EPA standard. So, seen in this graph, you'll see that I don't know if you can see this down here, but we also recorded the weather conditions and mine activity at the time of sampling, and some of the the most significant contributing factors were mine activity, precipitation level, and wind speed and direction. As well. So this graph shows that, according to our survey equipment, the frac sand mines are contributing to a degradation of air quality. Yeah.
How far away do you think you have to go to get back to background or whatever you're getting in a
Yeah, we think from the air modeling it goes out a mile or two. With the physics, these small particles remain airborne for about 10 days. But there are other contributors to PM 2.5. You probably know we have a bad air day in Wisconsin. Most of Wisconsin has kind of a bad air day, so there are other contributors. But according to the modeling, it's out a couple of miles. but it does depend on the topography, the wind speed and direction, how big a plant, if the plant's operating, if it's been raining or snowing.